The sneaker industry has exploded this decade. Rare and limited releases are a common occurrence, and resale has upended the entire industry. But which sneakers reach that coveted iconic status? Which ones define the entire generation? And which ones pissed off the old sneaker OGs to no end because the culture has changed? It's changed, bro. It ain't the same. Anyway, we name our 10, the Casuals 10 of the decade right now. I'm your boy Reggie Casual. Let's get it. When we talk iconic sometimes we have to talk about impact. And while the Bape NMDs will likely make no one's best list, it certainly had an incredible impact when it dropped, coming in at the height of Bape's small resurgence and the incredible heights of Adidas' Boost wave. The Bape NMD became the most wanted Bape sneaker collab of all time outside of the Kanye Bapestas. And that's rare territory for sure. So it was enough to give it an iconic status. Now this next one is a casual pick, and I know I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for it, but hear me out, because I live here in Japan and I saw this happening with my own eyes. While out west, the Reebok Insta Pump, I know you're already laughing, the Reebok Insta Pump was considered an afterthought. But in Japan and in other parts of Asia, it was the hottest sneaker for nearly 3 years. Period. There wasn't a brand that didn't do some kind of collab with the Insta Pump, from Bape to Mastermind to Atmos to Mita Sneakers. The Insta Pump reigned in Asia and proves that while the West may have the crown when it comes to cultural waves, Asia should definitely be considered when talking about most iconic sneakers. And the only one that I can think of that nobody would think to be on this list is the Reebok Insta Pump. So get mad at me in the comments later on. The Sacai Waffles came late, but considering the sheer popularity of the sneaker and relative ease to cop, for a minute, these were on nearly everyone's feet, from A$AP Rocky to Jerry Lorenzo to Naomi Osaka. For a sneaker to be universally accepted across a variety of styles in such short order is a testament of Sacai itself and only makes us look forward to more. And the likelihood of that happening is high. Sacai primes for more Nike collabs in the future. The Human Race NMD may have overstayed its welcome when Adidas decided to milk every popular silhouette in their catalog, but when the original Human Race NMD launched with the backing of Pharrell Williams, it was freakishly popular. Another sneaker that benefited from those Ultra Boost years, the Human Race was clearly the pinnacle of the NMD line, and while it still enjoys mild success today, nothing has come close to those initial releases, which will live in sneaker history as iconic. While still under contention among sneaker diehards and those in the new school, we'll do the favor of passing no judgment here. That's why the Balenciaga Triple S has to be on this list, at least for us. There's no true chunky sneaker trend without this sneaker making incredible waves across street fashion at large. Equally huge in Asia and in the West, the Triple S is not for everyone, but if it causes that much a stir among lovers and haters alike, then you cannot deny its impact. The CDG Play Converse may not seem like it should be on this list as most iconic, but think about how ridiculously ubiquitous this sneaker was. It graces the feet of almost anyone who considered at least one Japanese brand to have in their wardrobe. Seriously, how often have you seen it just everywhere? Menswear, streetwear, West Coast, East Coast. Denying its impact would be a lesson in not paying attention, and it certainly deserves a spot for being everywhere. You saw it on our most iconic Jordan list, and now it makes the most iconic list. There's no mistaking the off-white Jordan's impact. It's certainly one of the most popular of Jordans of all time, and while this style has worn off in the subsequent years after its release, it changed the climate of sneakers and helped turn the winds back in Nike's favor during the middle year wars. So that and the 10 in and of itself are iconic releases. However, there was a time that the Ultra Boost was the sneaker. Adidas was running away with the lifestyle market and dishing out hot release after hot release after hot release. It was a great time for fans of the brand with 3 stripes and an awesome few years that weren't surrounded by everything Nike. And because of Boost Tech and a certain celeb cosign and a fantastic array of collaborations, it put Adidas in a position to carve themselves a corner. And then poof, it was all gone. But that being said, the OG Ultra Boost still is a hot seller, and none of the Boost shoes would have been popular without it. So we're talking the decade, right? So not mentioning the Yeezy 350 Boost would be akin to sacrilegious. No Yeezus, pun intended. The 350 Boost was the sneaker of the decade, most likely in terms of sheer effing numbers. Like the CDG Converse, but even more so, the 350 Boost is like the sneaker you gift to a friend who wants to get into streetwear, or at least show that they have some style. Even though you know what the truth is that they're easy to get and it's almost like a slight. But there is no denying Yeezys for everyone happened, and kudos to Mr. West for the achievement. 1.5 billion and counting. Gotta give him that. The sneakers app, online raffles, email opt-ins, in-store raffles, surprise release dates. Why do we have all of these things? You may think, well, it's because sneaker culture blew up, man. Yeah, you only be half right. We all have these because of the Air Yeezy 2 and its Red October release. This sneaker single-handedly changed everything. It's the beginning of Uber hype, before celebrity culture was fully embraced by the fashion industry. The Air Yeezy 2 might very well be the most impactful sneaker ever created because it started it, blowing up this culture to astronomical heights, and also having the power to change hipsters into streetwear enthusiasts, which is the reason why you don't have any sneakers out there. Is it the most wearable? Arguably not. Is it the most popular? Up for debate, but you can't deny its status as the origin of what we call this current version of the sneaker business. So, Air Yeezy, Red October, we all know it's an iconic sneaker. What place it is? Not sure. That's why we didn't rank them. That's up for you to decide. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And that's our list. Hate us later. But of course, we got some honorable mentions here. The React Element 87, that was a good one. The Sean Witherspoons, man, we all know. Balenciaga runners were big, and even the Fear of God ones deserve a bit of love, but we recognize we all have different tastes, and again, it's just sneakers. It's not that serious. No need to get rowdy. Just let your thoughts be known. Where did we go wrong? Where did we get it right? Your comments on everything. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Follow on Instagram for the latest out of Japan and beyond, but most importantly, keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion and culture from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, I know some people are gonna be so mad at that Reebok pick. I think some people are gonna be mad at a lot of them. But I don't understand why people would get mad at a list about sneakers if they have their own list. Oh, some of you guys, they're probably gonna be asking, what is he smoking putting those Reebok in? Listen, man, there's a lot of criteria that goes into this. Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Deuces.